everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Wilson Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Flushed out right. And able to find Decker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Wilson on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. A good pickup there, a 22. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, he used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Second and 10 now. Wilson dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They go play action with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Again, it's Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 74 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Wilson. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilson breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he's got Decker left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mariota flushed out right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Cam Chancellor able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Wilson steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. With it is Jackson. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the trickery. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
6 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Morgan able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go into inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Mariota on first down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He finds Corey Davis, and he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Mariota to Decker over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. To the air again, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On third down, Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run with Rawls. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Wilson being chased out left. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, this is Rawls. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. Room to run past midfield. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in. Thomas Rawls, 62 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
On second down, Mariota again. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk